Good morning. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. It happened again. I found another dress that I really liked on Pinterest. That's really too expensive. It's also out of my wheelhouse in multiple ways. All this is about to get turned into a pattern. There's 32 pages. You know, I am thinking most of it is just the skirt, but we'll see. I am going to make it out of this cute pattern. Isn't this the cutest pattern ever? It fits my color season and I have a shit ton of it. So I feel like this will be perfect. The fact that he's eating right now is so crazy. He has not left his bed for like 6 hours. And now that I've pushed the record button, now all of a sudden you're so hungry. Yeah. I have plenty of this. I don't even know how much is in here, but I hope that it's enough. I am a little bit scared because this is a patterned fabric, which means I have to try to make a match and things like that. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that, but you know what? We'll deal with that when we get to it. I like a challenge, clearly. I am going to get into putting all 32 of these pattern pieces together. I'm not looking forward to it. I'll meet back with you here once we kind of put this together and see really what we're working with. I'm a little concerned, mainly because I don't know how I feel about the shape of the dress. I think if you're a small boobie girly, this would be great, but I think this might be a little too low cut for my comfortability. You know what I mean? And I was also kind of tripping out because I didn't realize that all of the pattern pieces didn't necessarily need to be taped together. They were all like on their own sheet and I just wasn't paying attention. I was just like, stamp and go, stamp and go, stamp and go. Wasted like a shit ton of paper and tape for literally no reason. I am going to, of course, do a mock-up. And I think this is kind of nice because look at how small these pieces are. These are so little. These are so little. This is the center front that's on a fold. So this is the part that goes here. Because at first I was like, I don't think that's going to fit me. These look like they could be made for a doll. But no, that is correct. And on top of that, I was a silly Billy and continued with my pattern of not reading the instructions. And I didn't need to cut out these two pieces down here because it's for a completely different waistline. You can either do a square one or you can do a triangle waistline. And I am going to do the triangle waistline because how freaking cute is that? Like the little point. Oh, my mom's coming in.
I'm always interrupting.
But now I'm shy.
I'm always interrupting over here.
You're always interrupting over here. Can't stand it when you come into a shared space. Anyway, what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted? Oh, I was talking about my stupidity, of course. I don't need I think like 20% of the papers that I printed. These will do just fine. I already put all of the papers together. And now I'm going to do a mock-up. So the good thing is because I used that mock-up for that one summer dress that didn't fit my boobs, now that I'm thinking about it, that probably doesn't narrow down anything that I'm saying. But I can use those pieces of material again to reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, here's a proper update. Sorry, I didn't take you through my first iteration of this because I got a little excited. This is kind of what we're working with so far. I couldn't figure out how to get the back to close to try it on, so I just did a little pinning at the side and we'll start from there. But so far, the adjustments that I made are not too bad. What I had to do is I had to increase the booby cups, of course. And I also added more fabric here because it kind of like cut in like this. And I wanted to cover my bra. So, yeah, those are kind of the updates I did right now. Um, but as you can see, so like my bra is like there. It's still not quite covering like in the way that I wanted. So that's the only thing. But overall the waist fits really nice, I feel like. Like that's all fine. When I held it up, seemed good. The halter neck also might be a little short. I don't know, I can't tell. I was kind of impressed because I was like, oh, I have to adjust. I feel like I have to adjust a lot. Like it doesn't quite fit. The waist fits fine, but the top part is a little off. I don't know what to do. And you know what kind of kind of worked? I literally just started slapping fabric where I would like to see fabric. My bra is about like maybe an inch up. I think it's like right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's like right here. So I feel like, let's see if we can measure that. I don't know if I can see. Does it say 3? You guys tell me, what does that say? Because I can't read it. I feel like it's 3. I feel like it's 3 centimeters, but we'll just start there and kind of add. So that means I need to increase these panels up, I would say 3 centimeters, and then bring this up as well. Increase this by 3 centimeters. That should be fine. And then I think we'll be good. There we go. That's the first fitting. And look at the way that I had to change this one. Doesn't it kind of look like Oklahoma? So anyway, I'm also not very sure about this bust cup. I might have to rotate this into a different spot. I don't think I really like how it's where it's at. I think what I might do is I might have it like blend into one of the center front seam because I think that would like, I don't know, I feel like the flow would be a little bit better. But yeah, it being right here, it's like such an odd spot because I had to adjust so many things that originally it was like straight here. But my apex is also different than this apex, which I drew in here. So I'm thinking that might be why. And then I think I'm going to rotate this to here instead. And then we'll have a nice, cute little princess seam. I don't know, just some food for thoughts. But I'm going to get working on this. And I'll let you know when there's another update. Okay, update. So, we're so close. I don't know if I can get this lined up. So everything fits pretty well. I like the coverage up here a lot more, but my bra is covered, so that's ideal. And then the only issue that I'm running into now is this gap. So, and I definitely matched the edges here. So I think that's just because I added width. But what I am going to do is I marked on the fabric where basically like I would like it to come up to and kind of have like this shape over here, I guess. Yeah, it's about an inch. So I'm gonna add like the inch here so it fills here out and then shape it so it can go up and then meet that little spot. I also think I'm going to add a little bit of width onto this, maybe just like an inch or two, just to be safe, because I'm just not convinced that this is going to fit. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at right now. Very excited. Kind of impressed that this only took me like 3 tries to get it. Once the pattern is finalized, then I'll come back and then we can get into the real scary part. Cutting the fabric. Good morning. It's next day. I've done it. I officially finished all of the pattern making. Oh, you're a lot farther than I thought you would be. That's better. Anyway, so everything's finished. It took me so many tries to get this just right. I think the booby cups took me maybe like 5 or 6 different mock-ups to actually get it right. And it's actually kind of funny. Here. Look at the difference between these two. This is the original one. Like, look at it. And this is the one that ended up being proper. Like, the difference is astounding. And to be fair, I added more coverage on the front as well as the sides, so that way like my bra wouldn't be showing. But yeah, isn't that so funny? I had to keep that just to show you the difference. But here's all of the pattern pieces. So it is still a little bit lower cut than I think what I generally like to go for, but I think it'll work. I think we can make it work. Eventually too, I think it would be really nice to be able to figure out a way to put like an underwire in here so then I don't even need to wear a bra with this. I don't know, some food for thoughts. I don't know how to do that, but maybe one day. One day we'll figure it out. So I think I'm ready. I'm so excited. I also, oh my goodness. I also oiled and cleaned my machine. Not in that order. That thing was so dirty, and I'm suspecting, I'm wondering if that is why it was so loud, because I noticed, I don't think you could tell because I would put like a filter on it to like muffle the sound, because I kind of like the way it sounds when it's like you're kind of underwater. I think that was contributing to some of the loudness. But yes, it's oiled, cleaned. It took forever to learn how to do that. I'm still not completely convinced that I did it right, but we'll find out here in a second. Call me SpongeBob because I'm so ready to get in here, cut out the fashion fabric, cut out the lining, and then I'm also going to install the zipper. I will catch up with you later once I'm a little bit farther in, and then we'll go from there. So. I've been crashing out for like 25 minutes. This dress is taking like 30 hours longer than I anticipated because I feel like my last dress took like no time at all. This one has taken like 100 million hours, that there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this today like I had thought I would. And just trying to turn out the straps has taken, no joke, an hour and a half. An hour and a half. I had to take a what's it called? Like a knitting needle and like jam that baby up there. So poked a hole in it because of course I did. But oh my god. And then miscut the lining of the skirt, like the lining skirt, because apparently how this pattern is done, it's like a gathering skirt's done on the underside. I kept snapping the gathering string, So I kept having to redo it. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I could not even film anything because I was so angry. Like so angry. Oh, there was something else. What else? Oh yeah, I remembered. So then I measured the gathering skirt in the first place, and for some reason I folded it in a really weird way, and it was like half the size it needed to be. So then I had to cut another piece that was an identical length. So I think it was like supposed to be like 100 inches or something long, and I only did half that. I did like 50 inches. So then I had to cut another one that was 50 inches and then sew it down the middle. So I'm just like, oh God, it's a little bit ugly. But I was like, you know what? That's fine. That's okay. It's the lining. Nobody cares about the lining. I care. I care about the lining. But you know what? It is what it is. It actually doesn't look that bad. However, there's a caveat. The zipper's a little ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you. The zipper's a little ugly. Actually, I think that's it. I think other than that, like it kind of went okay, you know. But oh my god, now I'm sitting here in the fetal position because good lord, that was exhausting. So yeah, originally this video was supposed to go up on Monday. Well, it's Sunday night at like 10 p.m. and I haven't even edited yet. So there's absolutely no way this is going up this week, but that's okay. You know, sometimes it takes 2 weeks, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like this is why I was sticking with tops. Tops, those take a week. These dresses, 2 weeks. But I guess that makes sense. Oh, I remember the other thing that I wanted to tell you. Why I did not realize how much fabric it takes to make a skirt. I took the skirt pattern that was the size of Canada, and then I put that in the corner and then just did two versions of that, like a front and a back basically, and then sewed up the sides. Not that it mattered, because when I realized I had to do a gathering skirt at the bottom, that ate up the rest of the fabric. So this dress, holy cow, took so much fabric that I was shooketh. So much, but you know, it is what it is. Now I just need to understitch it, and then I need to attach it at the zipper, and then I think I'm done. Oh no. No, I'm not even done after that, because then I have to hem it. You know that meme where it's like, I'm tired, Grandpa, and then the grandpa's like, that's too damn bad. That's literally what I feel like right now. It's at that point of the project where like just looking at the gingham fabric makes me want to, you know what I mean? Oh, golly. Anyway, I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow, and look at it. It's mocking me. All right, guys, unfortunately, I can't start this one out with a wow, because unfortunately, I think I kind of hate it. And that's painful. That's painful for me to say, because I spent like a week and a half making this dress just to kind of hate it. And I can't also quite pinpoint what it is I don't like about it either, because I like the elements of it. Like, I love the colors. I'm impartial to the gingham, to be honest with you. I don't hate it, but I'm also a little bit of a basic bitch. So I tend to avert my eyes from anything pattern, and I tend to go for solid colors, basic silhouettes, etc., etc. But I'm not quite sure what it is about this one that is not quite sitting well. Like, I do kind of feel like it's a little bit ill-fitting in the waist, which I don't understand, because when I tried it on, it fit like perfectly when I patterned it out in the muslin. But on here, I feel like it's a little bit too big. Like it's like 2 finger widths. So like what, like an inch or inch and a half of it being too big. So it keeps sliding back here more than what I would prefer. So that's a fit issue, but that's something that I could easily fix. But the issue that I'm thinking now that I'm processing it out loud with you, I'm thinking, you know what it is? You're never going to guess. The boobies. I think I just can't do tops that are this shape. I think it's just too low cut and it's uncomfortable. I think it's like too much here. And maybe you think I'm crazy. Maybe you think it looks great. I don't know. Convince me. Convince me, please. Because I spent so long making this dress, I wish I could love it. But I'm kind of feeling like it might be a face only a mother can love. I don't know if I'm just in my head or if it's me because I've just been staring at the gingham for so long that I just kind of like hate it. But I think I do kind of hate it. Oh, also, if you can see this spot, please ignore it. I had a pimple and I popped it. Another reason why I shouldn't wear a low cut dress. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. Also, does anybody know a good way or a good tutorial on how not to get darts to look like my nipples are perpetually cold? Because look at that. Look at that. Like, girl, relax. Relax. So let me know how you feel about this dress. Am I being dramatic or does it look fine or do you agree with me? Let me know. I'm open to either one because at this point, I kind of hate it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope that whatever you made, you love more than I potentially love this dress. But I hope to see you in the next one. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, I think it might be ugly.